The holographic chamber flickered with an eerie blue light as representatives from across the galaxy materialized one by one. Lisa stood at the observation deck of the Celestial Hammer, humanity's newest warship, watching the emergency council session with cold determination. Her fingers drummed against the metallic railing as she waited for the inevitable plea. "They're scared," Vin Diesel said, stepping beside her. His voice was gravelly, worn from years of commanding Earth's defense fleet. "Good, they should be." Lisa turned to look at her commander. Vin Diesel's face was hardened by battle, scarred from encounters with the Zerthi Empire, the very empire that had once considered humanity nothing more than primitive insects. That was before Earth showed them what insects could do when cornered. The Galactic Council's High Chancellor, a serpentine creature called Cesarix, materialized at the center of the chamber. His scales shimmered with anxiety, and his 3 eyes darted nervously between the assembled species. "Members of the Council," Cesarix began, his voice trembling through the universal translator. "We face an unprecedented crisis. The war between the Zerthi Empire and the Krellian Confederacy has escalated beyond all predictions. Entire star systems are being consumed. We must establish safe zones, and we must do so immediately." Lisa felt Vin Diesel tense beside her. They both knew what was coming. And so Cesarix continued, "We must insist no. We must beg that humanity withdraw all forces from contested territories. Earth must return to its system and remain neutral. For your own safety and for the stability of the galaxy." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien voices, some supporting the motion, others protesting, but Lisa could see through their fear. The Council didn't want Earth safe, they wanted Earth out of the way. Vin Diesel activated his comlink, Admiral Diesel, to Council chambers, requesting permission to address the assembly. Cesarix's middle eye focused on them. "Admiral, that is highly irregular. This is a council matter." "Then make it regular," Vin Diesel replied flatly. "Because if you're talking about Earth, we're talking back." After a tense moment, Cesarix nodded. "Very well, you have 3 minutes." Lisa and Vin Diesel's holographic forms appeared at the center of the council chamber. Lisa could feel thousands of alien eyes upon them, species that had dismissed humanity for centuries now, forced to acknowledge their presence. "Honorable Council," Lisa began, her voice steady and clear, "we've received your request. The answer is no." Gasps echoed through the chamber. Cesarix's scales flushed a dark purple. "Commander Lisa, you don't understand the danger." "We understand perfectly," Vin Diesel interrupted. 5 years ago, when the Zerthi came to Earth, where was the Council? When they glassed our colonies on Mars and Titan, who answered our distress calls? Silence filled the chamber. "No one," Lisa said softly. "We were told Earth was too young, too primitive, too insignificant to warrant Council protection. We were told to surrender and accept vassalage to the Zerthi Empire. Instead, we fought." She pulled up a holographic display. Images of burning Zerthi warships filled the chamber. Ships that had once been considered invincible, now floating as debris around Earth's moon. "We studied your wars," Vin Diesel continued. "We learned your tactics, your weapons, your strategies, and we realized something the Council never understood. You've all become too civilized, too cautious. You've forgotten what it means to fight for survival." A council member from the Valaxian hierarchy, a crystalline being named Orcs, spoke up. "This is precisely why you must withdraw. Your methods are brutal, your tactics reckless. You fight without honor, without restraint. You are becoming what we feared humanity would be." Lisa smiled coldly. "You mean effective?" Vin Diesel zoomed the display to show recent battle footage. The Krellian Confederacy's forces had been pushed back 3 sectors by the Zerthi, but in every system where human ships joined the defense, the line held. "We don't fight with honor," Vin Diesel said bluntly. "We fight to win. We use asymmetric warfare, guerrilla tactics, psychological operations. We hit supply lines, command structures, and civilian morale. We do what needs to be done." "That's barbaric," someone shouted from the assembly. "That's survival," Lisa countered. "And right now, the Krellians are alive because we taught them how to survive. The Zerthi are retreating because for the first time in their history, they're facing an enemy that doesn't play by galactic rules." Cesarix slithered forward in his holographic form. "Please, you must understand. If Earth continues this path, you will draw the full wrath of the Zerthi Empire upon your world. They will not stop until Earth is ash. We are trying to save you." Vin Diesel's laugh was bitter. "Save us? You're trying to save yourselves. You want us gone because our presence proves something you can't accept. The Council has gone soft. You've had peace for so long, you've forgotten the price of war." Lisa stepped forward. "Here's what's going to happen. Earth will not withdraw. We will continue fighting alongside any species willing to stand against the Zerthi. And when this war is over, when we've pushed them back and shown them that aggression has consequences, the galaxy will have to decide what kind of council it wants. One that abandons its members when convenient," Vin Diesel added, "or one that actually stands for something." Cesarix's scales had turned nearly black with distress. "You're dooming yourselves. The Zerthi have 10,000 warships. They have weapons that can shatter planets." "Then they'd better bring all 10,000, Lisa said quietly, "because Earth isn't running. Not now, not ever." Vin Diesel closed the communication channel. and their holograms vanished from the council chamber. Back on the celestial hammer, Lisa and Vin Diesel stood in silence for a moment. "Think they'll come around?" Lisa asked. Vin Diesel shrugged. "Eventually, fear makes people stupid, but results make them believers. When we win this war and we will, they'll all claim they supported us from the beginning." Lisa smiled grimly. "Then I guess we'd better win." As the celestial hammer prepared to jump to the next battle zone, Earth's message to the galaxy was clear. Humanity had arrived, and they weren't asking for permission anymore. The frightened Galactic Council could plead all they wanted. Earth was staying in this war.